All right, good morning, boys and girls. This is episode 17. Today we're going to be messing around with copper and trying to get copper base up and running. I'll probably power that one up before I do the ironworks because I need cable really bad. But other than that, so yesterday we started the warehouse base and did a few rows. I ended up depleting all the steel I have, and I still have a little less than half to go. But this is, so far, the start of the warehouse is a lot of sea containers, essentially. Other than that, I made Hypertube back to base, so it would be nice and quick. But let's go up by Ironworks base and show you what foundations I've started with for the copper base. So let's head out that way. Just flying through some hypertubes. So yeah, while we're going over there, let's kind of look at our planner here. I'll just pull it halfway because I'm gonna have to hop in another tube here in a second. So if you can see, one, we're only doing 3 items, which is wire, copper sheets, and cable. At the same time, it's substantially less material we're moving. We have we need 850 copper, which there's 2 pure nodes up here, so that's easy peasy. Building wise, we're gonna have 57 constructors total and 29 smelters. That's all this build's gonna be. So essentially what we need to do, and I think I'm going to break it down into 420 and 430. 420 obviously blaze it. Other than that, it's 420 breaks off really easily. I think it was into 14. Yeah. So 14 breaks, that's easy. Just 7 into 2, and that'll be fine. I can do 7 pretty easily. Just like the 5s we're doing, and even the 13s, you just merge one back, and that's how you end up working that out. But yeah, the 430 is going to be a little harder because it doesn't break even. It's 14 and a third. So we're gonna have to figure out how to milk that 10 off, just like we did with the 15 in the Ironworks base, if you don't remember. Back when we started doing all the splits and stuff like that. So this one might be a little bit more in depth of what we need to do, but I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so we'll get to that when we do. Let's do the easy one first, and then we'll figure out the next and start building some smelters. But first, let's show you guys where we're going. So just like normal, this is our Ironworks base. Yeah, like we still need to power it up and run some lines, but it's essentially done. Just need to fire it up. But right over here is my copper nodes. Remember from the earlier episodes, I was using this copper node to make my early wire sheets and cables. But if you come up around here, there's actually a second. Right there. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see the green right there. Pure copper node. So that means I have these 2 nodes to fund this base. What I actually might end up doing is making this here. Let's get rid of this. I just did this so I can connect it to the grid we're running on. Oh, yeah, there's a box over there because I am full up. But need to say, so I think I'm gonna hold the splits down here. So let's see how big of a space we can make real quick without clipping. All right. It's pretty good. Let's flip this bad boy around. It's just... Oh, I was like, what? It's... don't need this stuff yet, or this. Alright, again, let's flip this motor around. And then we're gonna, this one is gonna be the easier one. So this one's gonna be the split into 14. So what I end up gonna do, sorry, I believe it's similar to the 13 as in if I'm gonna explain this, so you split this one into 3. It goes into 3 nodes. They each have well, wait. No, it's 7. So it would have to split like this. So let's see. So would like, oh, there's a save. All right, so your merger, your splitter, and then you need 4 because, so yeah, so 1. Yeah, this might not work this way. We have to flip it so we can have some more wide space. Because, so let's do this. So merger here, splitter, and then splitter. I'm just doing this real tight just so I can, that's too tight apparently. And then we can do this, and then here, so that. I'm gonna lead this one up a little bit just so we have some space. This is gonna be like that into there, something like that. Perfect. Not too far. Okay. And then this one will have 2. So 1, 2. It's gonna be a pain. Oh, here we'll do this. Doesn't have to come out this side, so do that. So it's essentially like the split 8 we were doing, but obviously one of them wraps around and feeds back to make the 7. This one comes out, but this one goes back. Just like so. Okay. Alright, so what ends up happening here is we have 420 divided by 30 gives us 14, divided by 7 gives us 2. So each one of these will be 2 smelters. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is, didn't realize this was right above us. Let me check what's on there to see if I can cut some of that concrete out, because if I can, then I can put just the smelters right above where I'm at. Which, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. They're right up to the line. All right. So that's Snake Spy. That's nice. You know what? I'm actually have space for the smelters here. One thing we need to go get is a chainsaw too, to get all these trees out of the way. Lisa, I'm going to set up a little, I'm going to do a little building montage here for a second to try to get all these lines accounted for and up here. So I will be right back. All right, I'm back. So I have divvied up the 14 smelters so far, and then I'm going to do off camera the other 14, and we'll start doing the constructors. So this base will be probably set up within the next episode or two, and then we will get to power and all that. Some of the stuff I'll eventually change because it is very janky. But this is just a rough sketch or a rough outcome for the 14. Again, if you remember our 8 splitter, all this is you taking one of those 8s and merging it back to the front and divvying it out to make it a 7 splitter. One thing we did not do last time was actually a hub upgrade, and I'm sorry about that. So I think we're going to go down here. I believe, actually, so we're going to go down here, and I think what I want to unlock is the expanded fuel network. And if that is something we can get this time, we actually might start building our fuel generators down here to expand our power, because we definitely are going to need more power. So let's see what we can do. Alternative fluid transport, don't really need it. Gas mask. Only real good reason to have this would be for the inventory slots. Like the gas mask and stuff is great, but currently all we would be using it for is the inventory slots. Jetpack would be cool for inventory slots and jetpack. The only problem right now, I'm going to kind of wait till update 6 to use this, because you'll have multiple body slots then. But right now, I'm liking the Blade Runners for what we're doing. Trains, that's something I'm definitely going to need to get up, but also I need more power for that. So even though trains would be nice right now to put on for to start getting a supply into my warehouse, none of my bases are running right now, so I don't really need this currently. Pipeline engineering, this would be a good one to get. after the expanded power infrastructure, because I believe those pipes allow you to do 600 meters squared or cubed. I'm not, let's see, we'll say here. Yeah, 600 meters cubed. So that will double the amount of fuel and cut down the amount of pipes we need. I didn't know they made a Mark II pump, which goes 50 meters, which is nice. So you don't have to, because I think the other one was 20. So that's cool. But yeah, I think for now we're gonna end up making this. I have the 50 heavy modular frames, 47 computers. All right, let's see what we need to do to make those computers. Screws, I think. Yeah. Oh, cable. Ooh, that's gonna be tight. I'm only saying it's gonna be tight because we're gonna need cable for making our cable plant. And I know I'm running desperately low. But granted, I have a bunch of wire, so I could just make the wire. Not much wire, but I can make wire into cable. And I should be okay there. So let's grab some screws. So yeah, I only have 350 in there. Getting low. So let's grab 1500, see where we land with that. 2 computers. Oh, it's because I only have this. What do I need for circuit boards? That and copper sheets. Okay. Copper sheets. I'm gonna need more plastic. All right. Well, I'm gonna grab all the materials and start making these computers. So I'll be right back. I will come back to the hub once I have all the materials. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I had some problems with making computers because I didn't have mathematically enough plastic yet. So I'm gonna put this setup so the copper sheets go into here for circuit boards, and I'm gonna let this run overnight just so I have enough circuit boards and stuff. So I'm sorry again, we're not gonna get another hub upgrade this time. It just gets harder and harder for mats and stuff, and especially since I don't have higher mats being necessarily produced right now. A lot of it's going to have to be handcrafted and everything, so I'll have this definitely ready for the next episode. But other than that, guys, so what we did this episode was start our copper base. We're going to end up finishing that within the next two videos or so. But if we can get this expanded power done before then, which we should be able to do, we'll start making a fuel generator grid to help us alleviate the copper or the coal over there, coal generators, with more power, and hopefully we can start pumping out a lot of power so we can run both our factories. If you guys, so that's about it for today, I believe. If you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, I know I keep saying that I'm getting to the World of Warcraft stuff after this week. It'll for sure happen because my wife goes back to work, and I'm going to have more time to edit videos and do all this stuff on my own. Other than that, again, if you like content like this and future content that will be coming out, or the idea behind it, give me push the subscribe button. If you have any comments or suggestions about what games I should play, or if I'm messing up in this game, and just let me know. Alright, then a comment, just in the comments down below. Thank you guys, and have a nice day.